Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. We are headed towards the midpoint of this course. It is flying by for me. Hopefully it's flying by for you as well and that you're enjoying it. Okay, so this week we are going to focus on internet research. We are going to consider ways that we can research efficiently and effectively. The discussion board this week specifically addresses something called shepherdizing. And I'm going to put some shepherdizing resources on this announcement. But basically, the idea is when you research a case on Lexis, you need to ensure that that case is still good law and that it hasn't been overruled for some reason. And the way to do that is to shepherdize the case. I am going to be posting a separate video where I actually go on Lexis and I walk you through shepherdizing. So I think that will help you. So I encourage you to look at that video when I post it on the discussion board. And then the whole discussion board will revolve around you actually going on Lexis and going through that same process. And that, as a good rule of thumb, every time you find a case, you should always shepherdize it, because one of the worst things we could do is cite to a case that's no longer good law, meaning it's been overruled by a higher court for some reason. So that is why shepherdizing is so important. So that's the discussion board for this week. We also have a reflection due this week, so please take your time on that and remember the rubric. I always enjoy reading your thoughts, so thank you for taking time to write the reflection. And then finally, our larger assignment this week is our midterm. And the midterm in this course is not an exam, it's a memo. And so hopefully you had a chance to pull the midterm and review it. But basically, you're going to be drafting a memo using the same fact pattern as the portfolio project. So we're back to discussing Sweet Lorraine's Bakery. And the idea behind this memo is you are presenting your research to the managing partner. This is not the memo where you're going to predict the outcome of the situation. Instead, you're just laying out your research so that the managing partner can see what the law looks like and get a summary of each relevant law from you. The instructions lay out the 4 different sections of the memo. The first thing is you're going to research on Lexis a federal statute. The specific one we're interested in is the Lanham Act, and you're going to research that and then summarize it in the memo. After that, we need a section with the United States Supreme Court case. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on Lexis. You should refer back to that video that I posted last week. That should help you. And you're going to research a case with a similar fact pattern that was decided by the United States Supreme Court. So take care that you do not rely on a state Supreme Court case. So for example, you wouldn't want a Michigan Supreme Court case. We want a federal United States Supreme Court case that has similar facts to the Lorraine Bakery situation. So that's the next section. The section after that is going to be Sixth Circuit cases. So you're going to try to find 2 cases from the Sixth Circuit, again federal, that have similar facts as our situation. And then last, you're going to find 1 federal district court case, which, as we know, those are not binding, but they could be persuasive. So you should try a case like that and include it as well. For each of these cases, you want to brief them. So I know you guys know how to brief a case. As a reminder, you want to have your facts, your rule, your issue, your analysis, your conclusion, and then lay it out that way. And I do apologize. I think I said rule first. I meant to say issue first. So FIRAC, facts, issue, rule, analysis, conclusion. I love headings, so you should probably include those headings when you brief the case. And for all of these sections, I would include headings just to keep your research organized. And then just go back to the instructions. There's some more information we want you to include in there, such as if the cases are persuasive or binding and things like that. So just go back to the instructions to make sure you're including all the relevant information. And the last page of the instructions has a rubric. So I always think it's a good idea to read the rubric before you begin drafting and then read it again when you're finished, just to make sure that you included everything to get the highest grade possible. So if you have any questions as you're drafting this memo, please reach out to me. Remember, your audience for this memo is a supervising attorney, and we want to be objective and just say what the research states and summarize it clear, concise. That's the way we want to write. Figure it's a busy attorney and she's just quickly looking at this memo. So you want to have everything laid out nicely so she can easily find all the information and that it's clearly written and doesn't use an abundance of words. Sometimes less is more with legal writing. So hopefully this video is helpful to you. If you have any questions as you draft, please reach out to me. Thank you so much.